all the all the glory, all the praise goes to the Father Yahweh, Son Yahweh, Ben Yahweh, the seven archangels, and the 400 million sign angels. Barakatah, favor and peace. Hallelujah. King Y Vessel, aka YAH'S Vessel, on this so-called Wednesday, November 16, 2022. And I'm live on this 166th episode of the YV YAH'S podcast show. And this show called They Forbidden to Say You're a Hebrew / Israelite. And I'm going to explain that in a minute. But my poetry I did earlier on allpoetry.com on the King Y Vessel. I did a poetry called not too long ago called don't never be ashamed of being alone, men. That's for the men today and stuff like that. Go check that poetry out. Don't never be ashamed of being alone, men and stuff. That was on my old poetry. I did a poem on there, a little short poem and stuff. And I did a little short clip right on Instagram earlier about it was advice to the man mostly. Don't never get married on papers and stuff. Don't marry these modern day women and stuff. And don't fall for that hope with that putting a ring on a finger and shit. Sex constitutes marriage, true enough. But at the same time, that means you say I do. When you have sex, that means you do. But then if you want to take a step farther, you write your a little a vow and stuff. Write it down. Just say how you would take this woman or this man to be your husband, wife. It really probably wife, not wife. But if you just got that one wife right now, you can marry another one. It's not about if you can afford her. It ain't about if you can take care of so much. It's about can you handle them? Can you handle two women? So we forget. We get Mr. Screw and talk like everybody else saying talk like everybody else saying that that can you take care of her? That's a worldly term. Can you afford it? That's a worldly term. That's a worldly term. It's more like can you handle two women? That's all it is. Because it doesn't matter if you can afford her, she still ain't gonna do right. One of the two ain't gonna do right. Because you can love one arm and hate the other one and stuff, according to scriptures. And then can you I said can you take care? Well, I said afford it. You can take care of. Well, you just put a roof on her head. That's good enough, right there. And it's can you handle them? Can you handle their personality? How can you handle their emotions and their irrational lies thinking? Can you handle their feelings and stuff? They tap into their feelings so much. Can you handle that? It's can you handle them? Not in bed. We talking about handle them physically and mentally and stuff. Because you cleave as one. Not what you've been taught. That monogamous stuff. Monogamous came in America. That monogamous that came in America. That's what I did on Instagram and stuff. It's panogamy, not monogamy. Not monogamy. It's panogamy. Get it? Then also I did a little short reel on TikTok saying what I said on TikTok. I think I said on TikTok I forgot. I think I might pretty much say the same thing. No, I didn't. I forgot what I said on TikTok. I got to hear what I said on TikTok already. Yeah. I know what I said on TikTok. When I said earlier on TikTok, I did SOM. Go figure that out on TikTok. SOM. I did the description and stuff. SOM. So go get that's on TikTok. And I did it earlier on my poetry. I throw that out on my poetry as well. So get that done and stuff. So I mean, Watch that short reel on TikTok, my short reel on Instagram, and check out my poetry and stuff. And before we get right to it, anytime that you speak some real truth and stuff like that, if you're saying who you are and what you came from, what your forefathers had did and stuff, they call you anti-Semitic. Anti-Semitic. But we're not anti-Semitic, and I've explained it before and I explained it again. Semitic people are individuals that can speak Hebrew, can speak Arab, they can speak Greek, they can speak Swahili, they can speak German, they can speak Portuguese, they can speak Spanish. They can probably speak Chinese too, but not all the way Chinese and the Asian language and stuff. So yeah, and we Semitic people are melon people. Semitic people are melon people. The so-called black people, so-called Negroes and stuff. And they hate when you talk all black. They kind of hate me talking about it. And for a motherfucker that got 136 followers on all poetry, and no views on Sprinkle, and try. I guess I'm trying to get clout on Instagram or TikTok. The naysayers, we're just saying it that way. The naysayers and the trolls and the haters and the losers and all that stuff. And we ain't gonna give them no praise or nothing. We ain't give them no praise or nothing. We ain't finna entertain them right now, cause it's bigger than that. And it's bigger than that. Yeah, they're so forbidden that No. Before I get to the topic, I ain't gonna get to the topic now. I better get to it a little soon, because sometimes I don't get to the topic. I be talking so long, I be almost skipping the topic for real and stuff. Yeah. And the scripture said, I forgot what the scripture said already. They didn't want you to really find out this they didn't really want to find out your identity. They didn't want to you to find out the truth. They couldn't afford it and stuff. But we anti-Semitic though. We anti-Semitic. We racist and all that bullshit and stuff. And in case you didn't notice, racism started again by the guy named Richard Henry Pratt. Richard Henry Pratt. That's who started that racism. He a German guy and stuff. Started racism with all that racist slur and race hustling, hotep, and calling you this, calling you that, and stuff. You already know the term and stuff. And use black jokes to think it's funny, and mark you on television. They want to imitate you, but they can't stand you. You get that? So yeah, we're gonna get right into it. About 2 minutes. Check out my show yesterday called "They Are in Fear of the So-Called Black Man's Upbringing." I mean, no. Forgive me. No. They so no. It's called "They Are in Fear of the So-Called Black Man's Uprising and stuff." They so afraid of that right now. Before that, I did a show called "The So-Called Black Woman or the New White Supremacist." They kind of shutted me down a little bit, kind of edited a lot of my stuff, and cut me off for like 20 minutes. It cut my show off for like 20 minutes. I couldn't really hear nothing. And technical difficulty. Then it was a weather, and plus when the weather was slowing down, it still was echoing. My sound was echoed in and stuff. It still echoed in all that shit, and it was doing all kind of crazy nonsense. and then like it cut me off 1 minute. And I still was talking and stuff. So it wasn't me, y'all. It was them cutting me off and shit. They were cutting me off. They was editing some of my shit I said, and then they broke it down to 2 or 3 seconds and stuff. That's why I didn't like and stuff. So they ain't like when I said about black people can't be racist. They ain't like who I said who started racism and stuff. And they didn't like the fact I was talking about the Hebrews and stuff like that. They ain't like that fact either. They ain't like me talking about the LGBT community and all that shit for real, and so on so far and stuff. But they don't mind me like they don't mind me talking about Black Lives Matter though. They don't mind me talking about Black Caucus. They ain't like mind me with Antifa and stuff. Mm-hmm. They didn't care about talk about that. No, they didn't care about talk about that for real. Mm-hmm. No. Mm-hmm. They didn't care about talk about that or not. They didn't care about that. No. Idiot. Yeah, they didn't mind me. They didn't mind me talk about that. But let's get to the topic at hand right about now. Okay, let's talk about it. They are forbidden for y'all. They forbidden to say that you are Hebrew Israelite. And look at the avatar. It said your history started up there, not down at the avatar. Your history started slave. Your history started when you was a Hebrew king and Hebrew queen and Hebrew. We had and stuff like that. And then we went to slavery later on. 14th century later. No. Centuries later and stuff. So so this is not the 21st century. This is the 23rd century and stuff. So this is a new era and stuff. Yeah, time change and all that stuff for real, but at the same time, so-called black people want to be anything but Hebrews. So-called black people want to be anything but Israelites and stuff. They want to be anything but that and stuff. They want to be Egyptology. They want to be Kemet. They want to be the Moors. They want to be Pan Africans and stuff. They want to be black, white, and black, yellow, and green. Mm-hmm. The black, red, and the green and stuff. Because when you're Hebrew Israelite, you woke up. They don't mind you saying you're a Pan African. They don't mind you saying you're Egyptology. They don't mind you saying you're Kemet. They don't mind you saying you're Nubians, Creole and stuff. And they don't mind you saying you're a Egyptian. They don't even mind you saying you're a Moor because they know you ain't no Moor. And speaking of that, now before I talk about that, yeah, because it will wake the masses up, but the masses ain't gonna wake up. The masses ain't gonna wake up anyway because they still playing checkers. They still in the bubble. They still under subliminal. They still under hypnosis. They're still under the curses. So they're not gonna wake up like that. Only the twos and fews is gonna wake up. They're called the 1/3. It's the then you got some of the 1/3 that they claim 1/3, they falling off and stuff. And yeah, there's nothing about the Moors that is the Moors that right now. There's nothing about the Moors that are spiritual. The Moors going left with what they believe in, because if you believe in a goddamn 6-point star, 5-point star, Molish, and you believe the back of the dollar is a Allah's eye with your ancestors, the pyramids and stuff, and you believe the Baphomet is our forefathers, our ancestors and stuff, you going left. You talking just like them Egyptology folks, the Scientology. Y'all so confused. Y'all so confused and stuff. If you believe in laws and stuff, common law and stuff, you can believe that stuff. We know I've been doing it for years. I've been doing it for years, and I had I almost got in trouble for that at one time. But and stuff. Yeah. The Moors the Moors don't benefit us as so-called black people, so-called the Hebrews and the so-called Negroes and the Israelite. It don't benefit us. Now some of the Moors are our people, some of the Moors are Hamites, some of the Moors are Shemites. But the Moors that claim they Moors, they confused. They going left with it because they think the pyramids is our ancestors. That's our land, and they thinking they call that shit Morocco and stuff is America's. They actually believe that Morocco is America, and we know, and they actually think we never went to slavery. They thinking we was already hit. They think slavery didn't exist. They said slavery didn't exist. We just magically got here, and we just always been in America, but they call it Morocco. But you contradict yourself when you say we in the Navy land. But I thought we was here forever. Now you kind of telling half truth, because at the same time we are neighbors in the land, because it's not America for real. It's not really America for real. It's really called the Navy land. We are neighbors in the land, but we're not Indian bloodline. We're not no damn Moors. We're not no Indians. We're not no Native Americans, and we're not no damn African American. Let's get that correctly right now. We can claim Moors, we can claim Egyptians, we can claim Kemet, we can claim Pan African, we can claim Black Lives Matter, but we can't claim Hebrew, because it mess up your money. It gonna keep you broke. But you wearing that Molish or the 6-point star. You represent that 5-point star. You thinking that's our ancestors. You confused, and you don't know that represents Satan. Because you don't believe in Yahweh. They don't believe in Yahweh. They believe in Allah. They believe in Allah. They don't believe in Yahweh. They believe in Allah. They believe in Allah. Every time you look around, other they Christians, then it's just like them hip hoppers. Every time they change their life, they go to gospel of being a goddamn in a denomination, or they go Islam, being a Muslim, being a fucking Muslim, converting to Islam, Islam. Whether you believe in God, JC, and Allah, that tell you it don't make sense. Because if you thinking that our ancestors are a bunch of statue devils and wood and stones, hell, you might turn into a damn dust. Although we were born in dust, we ain't gonna die in dust, because they believe in that shit too. If we born in dust, we're gonna die in dust. No. And they get mad when you don't agree with a lot of shit they be saying, because y'all mix y'all Moors over that Scientology and Egyptology shit. So you're not telling me nothing I already know. I had debated some of these damn wannabe Moors, or if they was Moors, they still weren't making sense. I had debated some of these motherfuckers in real life in the past and stuff. They couldn't debunk what I said. They tried to call me dumb, but I say, you believe in Scientology. So who's dumber, me or you? Who's dumber? Who's dumber, me or you? Because celebrities don't even say they more. They'll say they Israelite. They'll say they Hebrew. They'll say they King Judah. But you don't claim you Judah. You claim you just a Moor. And I can't agree with Moors, because the Moors back in 1492 all the way down to Central AD time, they was some of them was Shemite people, some of them were Shemites, and some of them were Hamites and stuff. Some of them were Semitic people and stuff. And they not concerned about you being a Moor. They're concerned about us saying we Hebrews though, or Israelites. And they try to make Hebrew make it seem like it's just a word. All these more do that shit, or it's just a word. It don't mean a nationality. Yes, the fuck it does. Because why they forbidden you to say that? But they don't care you say you're more, because they still know you're dumb. Because you represent their damn signs called Molish and the Baphomet and stuff. They consider you still dumb. You still a dumb motherfucker. And a lot of these more that's on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, they are dumb. You might know law, but you don't know who you are officially. You don't know who the hell you are. You think you're a damn Moor because the Moors were rich and they took over Europe. 1492, you heard the story. The Moors took over Europe 1492, and a bunch of dark-skinned folks were taking over Europe, but they got destroyed though. And let me tell you like this: the Moors believe in skull and bones too. That's another part they won't tell you. The Moors believe in skulls and bones. They believe in skulls and bones, and that's what they got that term skull and bone from the boule. Skulls and bones, the boule. Get it? I won't be surprised some of the Moors are part of the boule. I won't be surprised. Won't be surprised at all. I wouldn't be surprised. Be surprised at all. I won't be surprised at all about them claiming they damn they're claiming they know who they are. Yeah, they know who they are. Okay. I want to make sure they still hear me. But yeah, they think they damn Moors and stuff. Thinking they Moors. You can be what the hell you want to be, but at the same time, you can be what the hell you want to be. We're not stopping you. But they're not concerned about, the elites and all them not concerned about you being a Moor. We can cut that shit out right now. They ain't concerned about you being no Egyptology, no Kemet, no goddamn, no Scientology, none of that shit. Pan-African. They're not concerned about that. They're not concerned about that for real. If you believe that and stuff, they're not concerned about you being that. And Nubians and stuff like that, Creole and yeah. And like I said yesterday, like about the conscious community and the goddess community and all that stuff, what people calling the black woman is God and all that crazy shit. And got that from Cleopatra, the goddess. And they compromise the country community and these people that call themselves Pan-Africans and stuff, like they did with I guess they got an X-Clan, but I don't know too much about him. But I ain't gonna say no much about him right now. Dr. Umar, they compromised him. Tariq Nasheed, they compromised him too. They got to him too. Young Pharaoh, they got to him. Brother Polite, they got to him. Because I guess Polite got locked up for molesting a little 14-year-old girl or something in the hotel back in June this year. Hey, you forgot about that? Brother Polite, yeah, they got the Polite. They got the Sinetta. They got to him. They got the Saru Seti. They got to him too. They got to that clown too. Only difference thing he claimed he know it all. Yeah, like Young Pharaoh, Tariq Nasheed, Dr. Umar, they got to him. They got to that what's that other one name? Malik Shabazz, I think that's a dude. Malik Shabazz, I guess that's that dude now. I think they got to him too. They got to him, and yeah, they got to a lot of these countries, community, these Pan Africans and all that stuff. Yeah, they even got to the Black Panthers in Texas. They bought and paid for it too, and the militia groups, they got to them too. They got to the militia group, the white militia groups, they got to them and stuff in Texas and stuff. I don't think them motherfuckers in Texas standing their ground. They got your best interest. Now they don't. They bought and paid for. And then they educated Negroes and stuff. So white supremacists do that same tactic they always did. They did that shit back in the 20s. They did that shit back in the 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s. They do it in hip hop. They do it in politicians. They do it in news anchors. They do it in entertainment. They do it all through the source. And I can't take a lot of these guys serious. Every time somebody black talk, they speak about this and that. Why do they always bring up black celebrities? Like black celebrities telling you the truth. Like you talking about you ain't no black leader. You looking up to celebrities like they your black leaders. And you know Hollywood is reared. That's why I call Holly reared. I call it Holly whores. You know that shit is reared, but you gonna defend these celebrities, but you want to defend your own people, but you defend these sellout ass celebrities. You'll defend them. Oh, they telling you something like that, but they ain't call themselves Moors. They not calling themselves Moors. Hell no, they ain't calling themselves Moors. They know who they. Some of them know they Judah. Some of them know they Hebrew and stuff, but they forbidden to say it. They forbidden to represent. But at the same time, we ain't buying into that dumb shit they trying to pull. They did that shit back in the 80s, dressing like Israelite and stuff, and drinking, going to party and stuff. But they get paid by the rabbis, the synagogues of Satan. Yeah. None of these black folks stood up right. None of these black folks were leaders except Malcolm X. None of these black leaders stood up right. None of these black leaders was not for you. The only one that was for you for real was Malcolm X and stuff. Yeah. None of them wasn't right. Not no damn Jesse Jackson. Not no damn Al Sharpton. Not no goddamn what's that other clown name? Cornell West. What's that guy name? Yeah, not him either. None of them wasn't for you. David Banner, they got the David Banner too. That rapper David Banner, Killer Mike, they got to him too. All these people that call themselves activists and nationalism and all that stuff, they bought and paid for by the so-called rabbis. Just because they black and they look black and they seem like they well-to-do, got themselves together. But where they at helping your po ass at? Where they at? They not helping your po ass. Your ass still in that same condition. They give you promises they never keep and stuff. We woke up to that shit now. We ain't falling for this politician shit. This black politician, these black entertainers, these black news anchors and all that shit. All of them sold they soul. All of them sellouts. All of them will sell they brought out for a piece of check. But you don't want to believe that because you're more, you know it all. Hell, some of the more sold they soul too. Some of the more turned left and turned into devil worshippers and stuff. That's what they didn't want to tell you. Even some of them Hebrew Israelite camps that call themselves Hebrews and Israelite on YouTube, they devils too. They sold out too. They bought and paid for by the rabbi. And half of them ain't even Judah. Half of them ain't even so-called black people. A lot of them are Gentiles. A lot of them are Kakebon. A lot of them are so-called Haitian people. That's what they are. They not one of us. Nah. None of them ain't no damn leaders. And everybody's attention is towards black people because we're the strongest nation in the world. Why you think they always have their attention towards us all the time? Because we're the strongest nation in the fucking world. Get it through your thick head. We are the strongest nation in the world. That's why they always trying to have their attention on us, whether they so-called people that believe in Buddha, when he was a so-called Asian man, and if they believe in Hindu, so-called East Indian man, whether they believe in Allah, so-called Arab man, whether they believe in Mary, so-called Mexican man or so-called Latino man, whether they believe in calf, and I just said Indians and stuff, West Indians, East Indians, or whatever, Puerto Ricans and whatever, where they believe in the cross, the Most High Son died on the cross, Christianity, which he didn't never go down on the cross, he died on a tree, according to the book of Acts, chapter 5, verse 30. The book of Acts, chapter 10, verse 39. The book of Galatians, chapter 3, verse 13. And the book of Second Peter's, chapter 2, verse 24. The Lord's Son, Yahweh, Ben Yahweh, the black revolutionary Messiah, died on a tree, not a cross. Christians, and then whatever you believe in Allah and stuff, a moon God, Islam, Muslims, Moors, Egyptology, Kemet, Nubians, all of them believe in Allah. That's not his true name. His true name is Yahweh. Yahweh. Do you get it? Now you don't get it because you're still praising that false name. That's false hope. Well, praising them name. That's false hope. Yeah. Now, some of y'all can be sincere that y'all believe in that Allah and Moors and Egyptology and Kemet and stuff like that, and Pan-African and stuff. Yeah, you might be sincere, but a lot of y'all sellouts. A lot of y'all sell your brother out for a damn nickel. You'll sell your brother out just because they buying you free meals. You'll sell your brother out because it's a check. You'll sell your brother out because you don't really care. You just in it for the money. Fuck out of here. Who the fuck you was fooling? Who the fuck you was fooling? You got the right one today. On the YV, YAH'S Vessel Podcast Show. You had the right one today. You talking to a real Hebrew today. The hell? And I hope they download the show. Please download the show. Because it is the realest show on Spreaker so far. Yeah. Ain't it funny that things going on and they keep talking about these black celebrities and stuff, because it ain't even because of them. It's because of us. It ain't because of them. It ain't because of them celebrities, because them celebrities are irrelevant. It's because of us waking up. The people waking up now. And stuff. The people waking up and stuff. We waking up to that shit now. Because we the power. We are powerful people. As so-called black people. The Hebrews. The Israelites. We are the people. Not everybody else, but they can follow along on this journey. But we are the people. We the first people. Judah is stand strong first. Judah, we stand first. Get it? Judah. Yeah. Because we are hold on. No. I do something right quick. We are Oh, okay. Oh, this that's always happen when I get on here. We are the most. We are Yahweh's precious Jew. We are Yahweh's precious Jew and stuff. Mm-hmm. We are His precious Jew. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We make it do what it do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm looking at some right quick. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at some. I'm bad. Mm-hmm. Oh, did anybody heard of that site called iMusic dot com? Because my books also on if you want to buy my books on you seen it on my avatar for yesterday. I was wondering, did y'all ever heard of iMusic.com? My books also on there as a site that sells books and music, I guess. I know my books on there change the truth into reality, and the tables has turned and stuff. Yeah. So that I've been saying that it's all good. It's all good and stuff. It's all good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Not in the so against the Moors and all that stuff. But I don't get your point there. What you're saying, you got some knowledge in your own right, but you go left with it all the way. And then what you wearing and represent, that tells it all. Mm. And then I don't get mad if you get offended. It's just the real truth. You got to ask yourself what I'm basically saying. You got to ask yourself why is you doing that and stuff. Hmm. Now, if anybody they take steps on my radio show and make it to a video, that's cool and stuff. But just know, acknowledge me, the originator, there's the original Yah vessel. Um, says was speaking on that speaking and stuff about certain things that you might want to hear and stuff. It's cool, but acknowledge me, pay homage to me and stuff. And yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Just like I said earlier, go check out my poetry and my Instagram little small clip and my TikTok small clip for real. Hmm. So, do you like the show? Let me see. Wake your asses up. Hmm. So yeah, um, download the shows and stuff. Shit, damn, I'm down there almost at 700 downloads already. And I said by the end of the month, shit, it's the middle of the month, and all grateful to Yahweh, all the glory and all the praise to Yahweh and stuff. It wasn't me. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. It ain't me. I ain't shit. I ain't shit till the casket drop and stuff. And I'm very humble and appreciative of people that download the shows and listen to my shows and just taking the time to just listen to po old me and stuff. Hmm. Mm. Yeah, yeah. I try to give you good advice to the best of my ability and stuff, and try to encourage folks to the best of my ability and stuff. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Oh yeah. 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 I was looking at something right quick. Mm-hmm. All praise the Lord. Go to y'all real quick for my youngsters out there and the teenagers. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, we live. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Those that tune in, the name of the show is called name of the show is called they forbidden to say that you're a Hebrew Israelite and stuff like that. So you can rewind it back, but I ain't gonna end the show right now. I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it. When I say give it a clap back, that when I'm gonna end the show, but not yet though. So yeah. Um it's like it's like we we get we get we get misconstrued of stuff. We get misconstrued of things that gon' ben- benefit us, but you get confused of something that don't benefit you and stuff because black our people Yahweh's people, black people don't want to be anything but Israelites and Hebrews and stuff. They hear this stuff. That, like I said before, no, I said it the other day. I ain't gonna mention that again and stuff. And and then I think I seen this before. Since when the King James Version was the number one bookseller author last year, I think they were the biggest bookseller author last year. The King James Version. You know why the biggest bookseller? Because black folks didn't write that book. The Jewish man made it number one because they had to put so much new interpretation into the stuff, so much interpretation to the stuff for real. They put so much emphasis into the stuff and try to confuse and stuff. That's why they had the American Bible, the military Bible, the gay Bible, the King James Version, which versions man made. The original King James came out in 1611, and then they lied to you about the Hebrews that burnt the book. No, they didn't burn the book. It was taken away from them, and they killed King James, and the people was getting away the real version, the original version, 1611 version of the King James and stuff, and called it and not called it, and they killed him at the stake and on the on the land and stuff with the pilgrims and the so-called rabbis and Ashkenazis and stuff. They killed them folks at the stake and killed the women as well, and twist the book and rewrote it back after 1619. That's why they try to tell you to slaves to obey your master in Ephesians chapter I think it was Ephesians chapter 6 verse 5, something like that. And then they try to get you to be a Christian with all that Christianity taught, with all that shit and stuff. And though they try to program Nat Turner, but Nat Turner had woke up and read that scripture said beware of false prophet, and that's when Nat Turner, the original black hero, killed they try to say he killed over 55 slave masters, but he killed that was more than that. He went to 7 plantations. It had to be more than 55 Caucasian. It was more than that. It was like say like it was 500 in the plantation. It was 7 different plantations they went to, and there's always a coon and a snitch always in the bunch, and that's how Nat Turner got compromised and stuff. And I knew about the John Brown, the John Brown bloodline. I knew about that years ago. I knew about that back in 2009, 2010, so-called 2009, 2010. Yeah, I knew about that. I knew about the John Brown story because he was the only so-called Caucasian man that killed his own and tried to free the black slaves and stuff. And some of the Gentiles, the so-called white people, they weren't really down. Some of them were really down and stuff. And did you know that they had Gentile slaves as well? They had Gentile slaves as well. They had white slaves as well. The white kids were slaves because them the kids was helping the black folks out of the plantation because they knew it was wrong. It was injustice, but they didn't know the Most High allowed it to happen because the Most High brought us down. He was the only person going to bring us down. He was the only person going to bring us down. He was the Most High, the only person who could bring us down. Man can't bring us down. Yeah. Man can't bring us down at all. Hold on just a second. I'm texting somebody right quick. Hold on. Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm about to wrap this up and about another. I'm wrapping another 5 minutes and stuff. I don't think we gotta be too long for real. Cause you can listen to the show from the beginning to the end. I ain't gonna be able to lie about another 5 minutes. And I'm gonna do the hand clap, and then we'll do the applause, and I'm gonna get out of here. And I am kind of a little tired a little bit. Yeah. Oh yeah. They forbidden to say that you're a Hebrew or Israelite. They forbidden to say that. But you can be a Moor. You could be an Egyptian. You could be a Pan-African. You could be Black Lives Matter. You could be a black nationalist. You could be a black activist. You could be a black spokesperson. You could be a Nation of Islam, a Fruit of Islam. You could be a black coach. You could be a Nubit. You could be anything, but you can't say you're a Hebrew Israelite. Not beside them Hebrew Israelite camps on YouTube and stuff, which they fake Hebrew Israelite, cause most of them ain't. Half of them ain't Jew. Half of them ain't Judah. Half of them Gentiles and cockabons and stuff. And Gentile got to get this make a screw. Gentile, you're not 1/3 now. I gotta say this again. I said it before. I'm gonna say this again. Gentiles, you're not 1/3. You're only 10%. You're only the 10%. You're not a 1/3. You're only 10%. Some of these Gentiles trying to claim the Hebrews and stuff. You're not a Hebrew and stuff. You're not an Israelite either. And these so-called Jewish folks, y'all know y'all ain't no Hebrews or no Israelites and stuff. Y'all the devil. That's what y'all are. And your followers, the 90% of the white supremacists and the white hustlers and stuff, and the white militia groups, and the conservatives and shit. Yeah, they it pays them to be racist too. They get paid to be racist. If they don't get paid to be racist, if they gonna say, oh, I got black friends. Oh, I hang around black folks all the time. I ain't got black children. I ain't got bitch children that's black. Ooh, whippy doo. We so damn surprised. But I know you're gonna say this anti-racist, this anti-Semitic guy. I bet I'm anything but I know you're gonna call me anything but a child of the Most High. But the Most High didn't say that. You saying that. Your words roll like water. So your words don't matter, and then you're irrelevant. People waking up and stuff. And download the show, and please print it. Write a picture and take it down. And we're gonna might do another show tomorrow, live show or pre-record, whatever. But yeah, another live show or pre-record. And your take on it and everything like that. So yeah. And let's see how y'all like the show. So yeah, I think the show was on time to talk about and stuff, because everything is always on time when according to Yahweh and stuff. He always on time. You know that saying he always good, but they say God is good and stuff. Nah, God ain't good. That son of a bitch should have stayed a water. That's why it's a water stone for a reason. God. That's why it's a water stone for a reason. No, but Yahweh is always good. God ain't always good. God, I don't know who that is. I don't follow that negligence. And JC, Jesus Christ, I don't follow that negligence either, because that's Caesar Borgia, and he's a intercessor. But we're not gonna go there. Go get my book to find that out and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up and get on up, get out of here. All the glory, all the praise goes to the Father Yahweh, Son Yahweh Ben Yahweh, the 7R angel and the 400 million sign angel. Rock that favor and peace. Hallelujah. King Wife, aka Yahweh, signing off.